Deirdre Mallehe, and on today's episode we've got James Faulkner. He's not only a performer, he's a composer, and he's an instructor. He's also a producer. James, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me here.
Now, you started off when you were 6 years old. What instrument did you play at that age?
Well, my first exposure to music was I was taught how to play the piano by my mother,
Right.
who got me up every morning at 6 o'clock to practice. So, and then I think it was a little bit later on that year, I started hearing sounds of the guitar on the radio, and I said, oh, I kind of like what's that? It's like, it's the guitar. And so anyways, I ended up learning both instruments for a while. So I get up at 5:30 in the morning now, practice the guitar for a half hour, and then I did the piano for another half hour after that, and that continued on for the next little bit, pretty much. So.
And you're also an honors student from Wilfrid Laurier University.
From Laurier, yes. I graduated back in 2005 with a comprehensive bachelor's of music there, pretty much.
So lifelong passion. Now, that's where you started off your first band.
Yeah, it was between some friends and some colleagues of mine at the time. It was a bit of a top 40 gig, pretty much, and it was just a chance to get out. I think it was really funny because we saw a lot of people form all these other top 40 bands, and we're like, well, we should be able to do this. We're music students here. So
just before we watch you play live here at Jam Now Rehearsal Pro Studios, what genre could we expect?
From today's performances, it's more in the pop contemporary, very folk influenced. I've had quite an array of people who've heard my music give me some feedback. You can think early John Mayer. I've had somebody compare it to some of the timelessness of like Neil Young and Tom Petty. I've also been compared to a little bit of Bare Naked Ladies. So there's a little bit of everything in there.
But right now, a lot of James Faulkner here on Musically Yours.
Blue sky, summer tans, and green grass blades. The bell has rung to start the year again. A bunch of new faces with moments to be made, but behind your smile, there's a part in your heart that still reigns. The boards are spotless at 8:30, but your day still started with marks on your slate. Do you mind if I ask you what made you turn into that soul without a passion that burns? For once I know your words could inspire, but now I see your stay has expired. You didn't have to say it, your actions have dictated. You were long checked out way before you had checked in. The velvet rain that hits my face embraces me after the race, all in a day's work. But every little seed needs more than rain. You see, the heart will always show you what it's worth, because greatness always has its cost. But there's nothing worse than seeing what they've lost. You didn't have to say it, your actions have dictated. You were long checked out way before you had checked in. So why don't you say what you mean it to say? You said what you meant to say. We could all just get past the same song and dance and start a new day. Yeah, 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 yeah. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. So what can I say? Your choice has been made, but please hear our plea. Just trade your disease for our relief. Doors will open and doors will close. Many faces will come and go. Been running the show for many a years. The end of the day, you have to look in the mirror. You didn't have to say it, directions I've dictated. You were long checked out way before you had checked in.
Welcome back to Musical Yours. I hope you did enjoy James Faulkner, who is a Mississauga resident. How has Mississauga embraced you? Our local boy.
A local boy. I don't know so much if I can call me a boy anymore, but anyways.
That's
no,
a compliment.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. It's been great so far, pretty much. Between going to various open jams, I've met just a whole bunch of different artists within the field, and it's really interesting for me to get out and just to see what other people are doing, even if it's not like a show for myself. Like, there's been a local singer-songwriter, Arlene Paculin, who's hosted a jam every Tuesday down at Naughty Nads, and it's interesting just to get out to hear what she does, and just to hear there's so much talent out there, and it's awesome to get exposed to it. And then, as I said recently, I joined the Mississauga Arts Council, and again, they almost welcome me with like open arms. They really like the music.
They do a lot of promoting, but then you are not limited to Mississauga because you do a lot of traveling, especially to the Caribbean, and perform there.
That's right. Yes, I haven't done it so much lately, but I did it about 5 years ago. I think it was 5-6 years ago. I used to work on a cruise ship right after when I was done school, and I just knew that I knew that's what I wanted to do. The idea of traveling, making money, and playing music, it was like a dream come true for me, pretty much, kind of thing. People are like, you can make a living as a musician? It's like, well, yeah, you can if you find the proper outlets.
So, James, lyrics-wise, you compose them, the music and the lyrics you pen on your own?
Yes, for all the lyrics on the first record, I penned myself, and it just, if there's something that really touches me, or sometimes if it's something that really bugs me, then it's like I have to write it down just to deal with it. And there's a wide array of topics that I talk about on the first record. It could be anything that bugs me from my day job, just to stuff I've seen elsewhere, whether I'm hanging out with friends or anything. So it just depends, you know. It's just whenever something hits me, I really have to feel something deep inside that I have to be passionate about, and then after that, I just let the pen do it.
And it shows in your performance. So here's James Faulkner at Jam Now Rehearsal Pro on Musical Yours.
Watered eyes told the tale of your friends like yesterday. It's cancer and returning, this one's really hard to take. It's been 5 years in the making since this battle had begun. And just when he thought he saw the end, it really was just day one. Girl that I once knew with a normal childhood, just judging from her photos, it appeared that life was good. By the time she turned 15, her story took a turn. They said there's a chance she'd only live 5 more years. It was 22 years later, she was still going strong. It was more than some drugs that kept her life going on. Your strength can be summed up in 3 simple words. Hold them close to your soul, persevere one more time. Another day in this life, we'll find a way. Take some time to see it through, and the point will guide you to one more time. Every day's a new race that differs from the rest. Some sail by easily, while others are a test of who you are and what you do to make your true colors shine through. When the clock strikes the bell, it's your tale, what will you tell? not just to those around you, nor those staying close by. So it's always worth a chance for you to try one more time. Another day in this life, we'll find a way. Take some time to see it through, and the point will guide you to one more time. One more time, another day in this life, we'll find a way. Take some time to see it through, and the point will guide you to one more time.
I hope you did enjoy James Faulkner on Musically Yours. James, now you're a familiar face at La Music Circle, our monthly event, and
Yes.
also at all the other open mic nights happening in the GTA. Now, why do you think is it important for an independent artist to be present and do the networking as well as you do?
You need to get yourself out there, and you need people to hear you. It's one of those things, especially in this day and age with technology, that there's a lot of stuff you can cover up within the studio or like a professional recording, so much for that matter. But when people hear you live, there's a little bit more of an integrity behind your name. And as I said, as I was saying earlier on the show, there is so much diversity and talent out there that whether you want to collaborate with somebody or you need help penning your own stuff or setting up shows, it's just the best way to meet people. It doesn't cost anything. And networking, especially in this day and age, is one of the most powerful things that anybody can do to help themselves get out there.
Now, we're going to watch the first music video. What's special about it?
This music video, this was the first single off my latest record, and this whole video was really, the song actually was really good, what got me into the whole singer-songwriting thing. Like, as I said, up until about 4 or 5 years ago, I played in tribute bands, I played in covered bands. I don't want to say I've been around the block, but I've had a lot of exposure and experience pretty much. And up until a point that time, I was working at a community center, and up until last year, I think I worked there for about almost 10 years pretty much, kind of thing. So when you work with the same people over and over, they're more than just your friends. It's more, they're almost like family to you. And about, as I said, about 5, 6, I think it was 5 years ago now, we had an unfortunate circumstance where we lost 2 close friends of ours pretty much kind of thing in a car accident. And it was just a shock for all of us. It's like when you lose a family member, you know. And at the time, for me to help deal with my emotions, I needed some way to express myself. I was angry, especially when I found out some of the circumstances of it. I was upset. It's when you hear about it, it's gut-wrenching sometimes. And it still even feels like yesterday when I was at work and I got the phone call on my cell phone pretty much, and I was told to sit down. And so anyways, I just started, and it was really funny. The single was called Carpe Diem, and the reason why I chose that topic to write about them was the one thing both of these girls, whose names are Isabel and Vanessa DeSegli, they just had such
energy.
Yeah, and energy. They took everything in. They always did everything with a big smile, and it really, really wore off on me, kind of thing. So I liked the idea of when I wrote the song as paying a tribute to them. It wasn't so much that, oh, you're gone, we miss you. It was like, you left something really valuable with me, and that's to seize every moment. And that's really what I wanted to try to portray in this song, pretty much. I want people to see them for who they are through the song that I created, pretty much.
So let's watch James Faulkner's debut music video on Musically Yours.
I can still hear the rain that silenced my voice when life couldn't be more unfair. Its tributes and songs help sweeten our tears when I think about the times that we shared. The sounds of the waves always crash in our hearts, regardless of our worlds apart. 'Cause I wanna laugh and I wanna sing, and I want to love and show you these things. And although you're gone, your memory remains in the name of our angels we sing. Seize the day. Love, like an ocean, finds its way back to my home. Fill my soul with the joys that you taught me. But there's one thing that I want you to know. I can still see the scene at your party that night, when you danced in the bright colored lights. Now I can't turn back time, but I'll use what is left to make the most of what's left in this life. Oh, there's times that we're longing for you, but your pictures and smiles still shine through. 'Cause I wanna laugh and I wanna sing, and I want to love and show you these things. And although you're gone, your memory remains in the name of our angels we sing. Seize the day. I want to love and show you these things. And although you're gone, your memory remains in the name of our angels we sing. Seize the day.
Welcome back to Musically Yours. I hope you did enjoy James Faulkner's debut music video, Carpe Diem, and that was really touching, James.
Thank you.
I hope it is sort of, it made you feel good.
It did. It was it was almost a bit of a journey. That song just itself took me about 3 years to write, pretty much. And it was one of the things when I felt, as I said, I felt like I was paying tribute to them, and I wanted for it to be as perfect as possible, pretty much.
Right. So what's your advice for up and coming indie talent?
3 words: go for it. It's just get out to the open jams. If you're looking to record either an EP or an album, fish around, look at the different places. I know, for example, I was just talking to the owner here at Rehearsal Pro. Mike, that's it, thank you. I was talking to Mike, and they have some really great rates here too as well. So, but no, just get out there and do it. And the other things as well, when you're in this type of an industry, you're going to run up against a lot of brick walls. You're going to get a lot of negativity and whatnot, and you believe in yourself and you just go for it, because the only person that really can control it is you. And that's sort of what my motive has been for the past little bit, pretty much.
So what are your plans for the rest of the year, James?
Right now, I'm in the process of just trying to get out and book some shows, and we're actually working on a live record right now, pretty much kind of thing, and so I'm hoping that'll be done by the end of this year. And as I said, I'm working on writing, recording the music for the next record, which will hopefully, originally I was hoping it was going to be out this year, but it's going to be pushed back by a year, pretty much. So.
And I saw the YouTube clip, the one you did at Niagara, was it?
No, the Hard Rock. That was in Toronto. That was from a showcase last year.
So you're all over the net. You're everywhere.
Yeah.
You use the digital world to maximum effect, yes?
Yeah, and that's the one benefit, actually. You were asking what can the indie artist do as well. Take advantage of all the social media and the social networks that are out there, because just look at some of the people I've gotten discovered that way, especially YouTube is now, it's a powerful tool, really, really and truly. So.
Which James Faulkner uses very well, and that's what his advice is for independent artists out there watching Musical Years right now. James, thank you very much for taking time off your busy schedule to be here at Jam Now Rehearsal Pro. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you at La Music Circle.
Definitely, I'm looking forward to be there. Thank you very much for having me, Deirdre.
Thank you for watching Musical Years. Join us next week at the same time. Bye for now.
Look around, was the gods making sounds in streets where loved ones could be found? Was it a look or a word that would start all this hurt? But please tell me, would it be worth taking a life to settle the score when our home offers love, kinship and more? So let's join in hand, show the world where we stand, as enough is enough, and the time has now come for this hatred to end. We're going to dance with brothers and sisters, join hand in hand, from around the world, from around the block. Let's come together to stop the clock, to look what lies beneath the skin. We'll find a love and bond that's deep within. So come on with us and take a chance, as the night's the night, we're gonna dance. Brown, what is yellow or white, as colors won't matter when we're dancing tonight. Let the rhythm move your feet and let that bass through your veins, cause the more the music plays, the more our sanity remains. No life can be trying, it can cripple our belief. Just grab a hold of this groove and just let the music set you free. Brothers and sisters, join hand in hand, from around the world or around the block. Let's come together to stop the clock, to look what lies beneath the skin. We'll find a love and bond that's deep within. So come on with us and take a chance, as the night's the night, we're gonna dance. Brothers and sisters, join hand in hand, from around the world or around the block. Let's come together to stop the clock, to look what lies beneath the skin. We'll find a love and bond that's deep within. So come on with us and take a chance, as the night's the night, we're gonna dance.